We are at 3663 Goodland Avenue, Studio City, California, 91604, performing a video sewer inspection through the 4-inch mainline cleanout in the front yard, right by the entranceway to the front door of the house. We're going to run the camera and attempt to get all the way out to the city sewer, which actually appears to be a fairly short run. We're going to take a look and see if this is a one-way or a two-way clean out. If we can, we're going to go back up toward the house and just take a look a little bit and see what the line looks like going back toward the house. We're only about 4 feet away from the house, so the primary part of the line is probably new going back toward the house. Okay, we're going to begin recording. There's the front door. This is the front yard. And right in front, just adjacent, as I said, to the front door area, it's kind of underneath a little bit of a tree right here, or a bush. We have the 4-inch mainline cleanout. Now we're going to go in. It does make a sweep, and it almost looks like it's going back towards the house, which we've got a belly right here. I think it may go back and turn, and this is going back toward the house. Yeah, this is going back toward the house, the sweep. It's actually going the wrong way from what I can see. I'll take another look at it. And we have the transition from the ABS plastic to the cast iron right here. There is a sweep, but the sweep goes back toward the house, which it should be going down. We're going to see if we can get this camera to go down the line. We may have to get a piece of twine tied around the camera to help us get around that curve in this combi, which is a one-way fitting, and it's going back toward the house. As I said, should be going away from the house, and that fitting should be going toward the street. We're going to take a look, see if we find another fitting that may be going out toward the street. There is one in the planter, and it is in the bushes. We're going to take a look and see if we can get down this fitting.
Find this one out, Michael?
Yeah, there's two of them. There's one right in this bush.
That's fine.
Yeah. We're going to run back a little bit more. Going to run in, and we do have a belly in that area. We're holding water right here. Going back toward the house. And we've got older cast iron, has some buildup. Don't see any breaks in the line. And that's as far as we can go. That's the back of a fitting up underneath the house. We're going to pull the camera back out, and we're going to attempt to get into the other clean out that is in the bushes. And that other clean out should be heading down toward the street. As I said, we just have some buildup in here. This could be hydrojetted and cleaned out pretty easily, it looks like. It doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look like there's any breaches. There's no breaks in the line, no root intrusion in the cast iron, no evident holes that I can see. Pulling out of that clean out. That transition was not real smooth. You can see where I'm actually hitting the face of the pipe right here. But that's going back up toward the house. So it's not as crucial this way because it'll flow through and it'll go down into this line. And we do have a little bit of a belly here, as I said. That belly may not cause any problems. The likelihood that it will is slim. But having a belly in the line is never good. We're going to move our monitor.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Are you the sewer inspector? Yeah, pleasure. Andrew.
Andrew,
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. I'll be inside and let me know how much I owe you as soon as you're finished.
Sounds good, Andrew. Thank you. Andrew?
Yeah.
Did you want me to go back up toward the house as well? There's two cleanouts out here. You want me to go back up and check the cast iron up underneath the house and do all that and go out to the city sewer? If I go into the house and I go out, it's $375. If I just check the line going out, it's $275.
Got it. And what's the normal inspection?
I do both. A lot of people want me to check it with a camera up underneath the house and all.
Are you Linda? Oh, hi, Linda. Andrew. Pleasure.
Yeah, a lot of people want me to check it because she knows we get it with breaks, but not always.
Yeah. Okay.
This way you know if you've got buildup.
Yeah.
If it's not a lot of buildup,
Yes, do it.
I'm going to recommend. Yeah, you can't see it from the outside.
It's all good. Do it. Yeah, no, I get it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You got it.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Great, pleasure meeting you, finally. All those phone calls. I'm glad to tell you something.
We are going to pause for a moment. Okay, we are going to run up the line now. Or, excuse me, we're going to run down the line.
Linda? Man?
We're going to take a look. Get out to the city sewer. Now we have our 4-inch clean out that is in the grass, as you can see right here. Now we have a 3-inch clean out that's right back by the bedroom window, right in the bushes. Try and get through here if we can. It's going to be kind of difficult to push through. We'll try. So we got ABS plastic. We go right in to cast iron. Okay, we got into the cast iron. And there's our belly by our clean out. Then we transition to our clay. We got an offset in the clay right at the clean out. It wasn't put together real smoothly, so that can cause problems. It can catch paper and debris. That should be straightened out. And the next joint looks to be good. And the next joint, we've got an offset. Not terrible. This appears to be the newer style clay couplings where they have a neoprene coupling and stainless steel band. The old style couplings on the clay had a hub and a spigot. One part of the pipe went into the hub, and then they packed concrete around it. And that deteriorated after a period of time, and that's where you had it leaking and roots would grow in. That joint appears to be in decent condition. Kind of odd that we have a short piece and it's really tight together right here, but it is symmetrical all the way around. That it appears to be a joint. I don't believe it's a crack. We have no root intrusion. That does look like a joint. That joint has a little bit of an offset, but not terrible. And then we have another joint there. It looks pretty good. And then we're making it going out toward the street some more, and we have a little bit of an offset at the next one, but again, not terrible from what we can see. Going down. And we're getting to see the camera's actually hanging. It's bouncing back and forth because it's in a vertical pipe right here. That's going deeper. We're probably going fairly deep into the street. That joint looks to be in fairly good condition there. And that joint as well. And now we're transitioning from what looks like the 4-inch vitreous clay to the 6-inch vitreous clay. We're going into the 6-inch lateral in the street. That here in the 6-inch, not major. We don't have any root intrusions. Don't see any. Another little bit of an offset at the next joint as well. That joint looks to be fairly tight. We should see the city sewer pretty soon before we drop into it. We've got some clay slag from the city joint right here from the hub. That's full. The concrete overpour on the joint won't cause any problems. And that joint looks to be pretty good. And that joint. Got a little concrete there. That looks good. Looks to be pretty good too. And we're turning and we're going down into the city sewer. So we got a little tiny bit of separation right at the city sewer connection from the 6-inch lateral, but not terrible. No breaks that I can see. Major break, major root intrusions. And we're dropping into the city sewer right there where we see the water running. So all of that looks to be in pretty good condition. Didn't see anything major here. Okay, we are going to pull the camera out from the city sewer now and take another look. That's the joint at the tie-in to the city sewer from the 6-inch lateral, which looks to be in pretty good condition. And the next joint looks to be okay. Right, a little bit of an offset, but not terrible. A little bit of an offset there, but again, not bad. A lot of these joints have a little bit where they tie them together in the couplings, don't put them together quite right. Now is the joint with the concrete in it. Looks to be pretty good as well. Minor offset. We're starting to pull up. That joint looks to be, that one's got a minor offset. You see the face of the pipe to the right, but you don't to the left. That's where we get the offset. So we're transitioning back to the 4-inch vitreous clay back on the property. Again, you see the camera hanging a little bit, coming back up the line. These joints looks to be in pretty good condition. That joint looks good. That joint looks good. Making the turn. That joint appears to be in good condition. That joint looks good. And that joint looks good. They may have had some root intrusion at one time. I don't know if they've had a clean hydrojet in. That's usually the reason why they have mainline cleanouts. We can't see anything at this point. Nothing looks terrible. Nothing shifted to a point where it would be a major problem. If you have root intrusion in the future, you may need to put some chemicals in or have it cleaned out periodically. But at this point in time, it looks to be in maintainable condition. Joint looks good. That joint has that minor offset holding a little bit of water back right there. Nothing major. That joint looks good. And then we have that other transition right here. You know, we're holding back water at the clean out. More than likely it will not cause a problem. But if it does, the clean out will have to be dug up. You have to excavate this area and realign the joints on the clean out. Back up toward the clean out area. And we are out of the clean out. And that concludes our video sewer inspection.